Hello children, our today's topic of tutorial is how the interpreter executes various statements in a program in Python. Well, we have gone through the different types of statements: simple statements, loops, jump statements, conditional statements. So whenever the interpreter executes any program, it takes care for every property associated for every type of statements. So we'll see how the sequence is followed while executing the program by the interpreter. Well, the interpreter takes care of indents, and it starts from zero level indent. When I'm saying or talking about zero level indent, I mean the statements which are at the leftmost side in the program, and it also take care they must not be definitions of any kind. Thereafter, uh, if it finds a call to any function, then the function might be a user defined function, or might be a one from library, or might be an inbuilt function. Then in that case, the interpreter, it jumps to the definition wherever it is there. After executing the definition, it comes back to the program and executes the next statement there in program if is present. Now let's try to understand this flow of execution with the help of this program. Here there are some statements. I have stated them as st-1, st0, st1, st2 and so on, and the last statement is st6, which is print statement. The first as appears, it's a import statement. Now how the interpreter executes them, we'll understand. I hope you got the meaning of zero level indent statements which are there at the leftmost side. There are some statements, perhaps there is only one print statement which is having next stmnt message in it. It's the only one which is not zero level. Others are zero level statements, indented statements. But you can see there are the def, it's a function definition. Import is import to a module, so these will not be executed first. Let's see how execution will be done by the interpreter. So let's begin. The first statement which will be executed by interpreter will be this: sum equals to 0. It is a left zero indent level statement, but not a definition, so it will be executed first. The next which will be there for execution, it will be the initialization of these two variables. These will be created. Thereafter, you can see the statement is c equals to mat.sqrt b. Now here the interpreter will start execution, but since there's a call to sqrt function and using a argument b, so it will jump to the library. So the interpreter will jump to the module. Since math module exists, so it will execute and will come back to the followed statement, and the followed statement after that call is print statement. So it will execute it. It's not a call or to any function, it's just a message will be, and some values will be displayed. Thereafter, the statement is again a call to code function. Now the interpreter will jump to the definition of code function. So you can see the function has been defined here, and it has one print statement which will be displayed. Thereafter, the interpreter will come to the last statement in the program, which is a print statement. So let's move ahead and take an example of a program in Python, and we'll try to derive the output of this program. See, you can watch, there are many statements in the program, but the zero level indent statements are two. One is this function definition, and another is call to the function. The function name is encrypt. So let's see how the execution will be done by the interpreter. In program, as you have seen, there were many statements, but this was the only statement which is zero level indent statement and not a function call. It's a function definition, it's a function call. So this will be executed first by the interpreter, and since it's a call, the interpreter will jump to the definition, you can see, and it will go to the definition part, and there it will move in one by one ahead. So the first statement is k equals to l length str. There it will derive the length of the string, since the string had a value depend on the argument which is string, and the string is lpss at the rate k and k dot n, and the number of characters in it are 12. So k will receive a value 12. It will move ahead for execution. Now here an empty string has been created named as new st. Thereafter it will come to the statement for statement. Now as we remember, it's a iterative statement. It makes use of range function here and will run from 0 to k, and k is 12, so it will execute from 0 to 11 index position. Now in the block of 4 we can see the various statement. The first statement is if statement. It checks for the character at the ith index position, whether it is uppercase or not, and since the value of I is 0 right now and the character is capital L, so it's a uppercase character. How it will be updated? The new string will be assigned updated with a new st plus stri. That means the string will be appended with the character at the ith index of the string pass. That means the character at 0 right now, which is L. Thereafter it will not execute any of the statements in the block, since interpreter executes only one of the statements of if L combinations, and here we have executed this if, so elif or else those will not be executed. Now since we are in a loop, for loop, so and the first value of I has been executed, will go on to the next value of I, the index position, that is 1. Now we'll check the string about what is there at the what. Now str1 is upper. Again we can see in our string, the argument string, the character at the first index, it's capital P. So here the condition will, the if statement will succeed, and what will happen, that the new string which was appended with L in the previous execution will now be appended with a P. After this the loop will again go for the next index position. Since the if statement has been executed, the loop will go on for next index position, and the concept will keep on working. So what will happen, we'll find the in our argument string, since the string was lpss at the rate controlly.n, so what is happening, this L, the first we have worked for this will remain in the main string. The P will remain in the main string as uppercase. The S will again remain in the main new string which will be created. This next S will be capitalized. Now what is happening if it finds a lowercase? So here you can see, if there's a lowercase character in the string, the new string is appended with the upper format of the character. Now there is the first character which is at in lowercase format is this S. So this will be first capitalized and will be appended so in the new string. So LPS and then capital S. Now what about this at the rate symbol? The in the loop, in the block, we can say this is for uppercase, checking the uppercase, this is checking whether the character is a lowercase, and now if both of these, if an elif fails, then else will execute, that the new string will be appended with a dollar. So what will happen, that whenever some special symbols will come, they will be executed, processed in such a way that this at the rate will be replaced with a dollar, this dollar, and this is capital, so will remain as it is. Then next is capital, again as it is. This will again remain as it is. This is a lower, no, this is again also a capital letter, will remain as it is. Now this is a symbol, so what will happen about symbol, it will be replaced with a at the rate symbol, and sorry, this will be appended with a dollar, because here dollar is specified, you can see. Thereafter there are two lowercase letters in the string, I and N, so I will be capitalized, will be appended in the string as capital I, and then N as capital N. So the new string which will be formed, it will be at the last, when the complete all the cycles of this for loop will get executed, it will come out, and this print statement will be executed. It will print the new string. Now new string initially was an empty string, but after executing 11 cycles of this for loop, it will become this string. The my string will become this one, LPSS dollar KANK dollar IN, and all characters you can see are capital, and the special symbols have been replaced with a dollar symbol. So this print function will display this updated string, and after the function call statement in main program, there is no more statement, so the execution of the current program will stop here only.